Are you coming back to school with me? We could have done it all so easily.
Hello, my name is Craig Thompson-Wood. I'm your host on Teaching with Board Games, bringing you to the final round, round 12 of the Duel of Ages II battle report. This is it. Currently, Black is in the lead with 3-2. Black have the Lith points, and they have 2 labyrinths for 3 points. 2 of the labyrinths are contested and tied. White has the 2 points for they have imprisoned a bunch of the Black team, as well as killed a couple others, whereas they've lost a couple of theirs have been killed, but definitely White is winning the combat right now. Plus, White has also got the base advantage, having damaged Black's base and having no damage to their own base. So right now, it's a very close game. Team White is going first, so they really have to press their advantage here. Now, I've looked at the map and thought about what I could have done, or not what I could have done, but what I could do. And there's really 2 things that White could be doing. They could, one, send Paragonia into here, into this area here, and do the glory section on the ancient labyrinth and hope that she can get that, and that way they will win this ancient labyrinth, or they will have the most there for the time being. And then also General Gavin will need to come in here and either put one in or take one out of the modern labyrinth. The problem is, though, that Black is then going next, and Black only needs to, so if they get 1, they tie it. If they get 2, then they're winning, but they still have Jerry and Blackbeard here who could go running in and take over the future labyrinth. I don't think anybody on Team Black can make it down here anymore, or to that one, but it's just Team White wants to play for the win, not for the tie. And if they go for the labyrinths right now, they're really just playing for the tie, because it's going to be hard, it's impossible to stop Blackbeard and Jerry from going into the future, and it just takes one of them to be successful, and then they have it. So what I think is going to happen then is Team White has to go for the Valor win. And a Valor win, just going to get it from the rulebook here just so I make sure I'm reading it properly. A Valor win is at any moment you have more than twice as many living, unimprisoned characters as the enemy, you win. So in this case, Team White has 6 characters. Right now, Team Black has 4 characters. So they need to imprison or kill 2 of their characters. Now, that's not too difficult to take it down to 3, and if they'd only kept it at 7, they could, all they need is 1 more. But the 2 that they've lost is cost them now. So they've lost Zoe Burrows and Baba Yaga. And that's going to hurt them now, because if they can take out Crator, that's easy. And then that'll leave them with 3. But that's still going to be, then they have twice as many. They have to have more than twice as many. So I think the other one that is the most reasonable to go after then would be Seven Eyes. Because right now the problem is with Seven Eyes is because Seven Eyes has 3 wounds. So he's got low wound count. So with 1 shot, he could be easily killed, but he does have a lot of items, which makes him difficult to take down. Kit Carson could try and shoot him when he comes out of there. And I mean, really, it's a risky chance at best, but I think that's all we really can go for here, because it's difficult. It's hard to say. So I am going to play for that. I think for Team White, the idea here is they're going to have to go for the Valor win. So let's kick it off and see where we go. So for Team White, there is going to be no free actions this turn. They're not trading anything, they're not picking up anything, and none of the people have any abilities which allow them to do any kind of free action. So they go into the fire phase. Kit Carson would love to be able to fire at this Panther right now, but unfortunately he can't. You can't fire at anything when they're in your hex, when you have something in your hex, even if they're the target, so he's going to need to just run. Nobody else has any kind of well, actually that's not true. General Gavin does, but he's not in range of anything. And yeah, the transport cube with Paragonia it would be better with somebody else. It's just some of these items are on the wrong people right now. So we're going to just move on then, and literally move on by going into the move phase. So I think chasing with Greymead and Winter Creek down here was a bit of a bad move, because they can't go through the deep water. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He is 4 movement through the, 1 movement through the swamps, but it's still not going to be enough to catch up with Crator, who he was chasing down. And Crator is certainly not going to engage. So it's up to Paragonia, and Paragonia, she does 2 damage in an attack, so she could, beating Jerry or Blackbeard. Blackbeard is very difficult. Blackbeard has 5 health. Jerry has 4. Jerry also has like a lot of items there, which Paragonia wouldn't know about. So really the safest thing is for Paragonia to just see if she can take out Crator. So she's going to engage Crator in melee. Marissa Vervena, so I'm doing it out of order here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's just coming for the base, because at this point, like I said, she's a liability without her hench ladies with her. Kit Carson, he's just going to come down here because Seven Eyes has to leave. So General James Gavin has a 6 movement, and I was thinking of going in there, but I'm just thinking now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see what weapons he has here. So he's got Fluffy the cat, potato mashers, and they have a range of 3. Okay, and then he's got the flechette thrower, range of 4. The hand crossbow, range of 4. So he's got a range of 3 and 4. So I was thinking maybe just giving up on doing the thing, going all out. But I don't think he's going to be able to reach anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's not going to be able to get any op fire shots against anybody there. So yeah, he's in an unfortunate spot there. Well, I mean, he had to take up Misty Corona. That was important that he came down from that spot. So let's not moan that too much. So we're going to come down here, and he's going to try to remove the token from the labyrinth here from the black team. Paragonia's moved, Winter Creek's moved, Greymead is with Winter Creek, so everybody's done for movement. So op fire. I would say that Jerry is going to shoot again. He will shoot at Kit Carson as Kit Carson runs away from the Panther. So that is a stealth of 7. And Jerry's got the Thompson machine, the Tommy gun. So his point is 4 versus a stealth of 7. Defender's better by 3. Defender better by 3 is a miss. Oh, Jerry. And that is going to be it for the op fire shots. So we're going to move on to the melee. And we only have the 1 melee currently, which is Paragonia versus Crator. So Crator is down to his last wound. If only Winter Creek and Greymead had done their job and taken him out, then this game would be a lot closer for the white team. Right now it's very, very chancy. So Paragonia has a wits of 2. Crator has 6. Crator is fighting first. So Crator's attack is 8. She still has the pugilist badge, so she's using her honor of 9 as her react. So it's an 8 versus a 9 is defender better by 1. So defender better by 1 is a miss. So she fights back now, and her attack is 7 versus her reactive 7, so attacker better by 0. And attacker better by 0 is a miss. So that clinches the game right there, I think. That's because that was needed. Paragonia needed to do that one in order to win. But we'll play it through and play it through to the end and see. Crator was amazing at just avoiding dying. I mean, he was just under such pressure the whole time with Winter Creek, and there was a big scrum going over here, and he just ran for it and somehow survived. All right, so let's move on then to adventuring. So we have the adventure here. We have General Gavin in the modern adventure, and Neville Chamberlain is sick, so you have to negotiate with Hitler. It's 1938. Will there be peace for our time? So let's see. General Gavin matches the symbol. He matches the age. It's a 5 honor versus his 7 honor. So he's got an equivalent of a 9 honor. Attacker better by 4. Attacker better by 4 is an amaze. So he's going to remove that token. I strongly suggest that you send your best men in to kill that hellspawn before he torches the world. So he's removed their token. He gets a 2 cards. So he's going to take 2 common cards. I don't think they'll do anything. So a katana and a taser. And a 4 and an 8. So we can look at the honor things there. So he has an honor of 7. So he gets one of those. So with these numbers at the bottom, you look at their honor, and if he has a 4, you get that one. If he has an 8, you get both of them. But he only has a 7, so he's only getting the 1. So drawing the next card, and it says, draw another challenge card and level up. So he would increase either his react or his honor. So well done, General Gavin. You've, I think, tied the game there. So let's see if the game ends in a tie. We shall see. There is, oh, and he's dismissed. And he's dismissed to a green dome. So not that it matters. So he's just coming back to base. Job well done, soldier. And that is it for the white turn. So on to the black turn. So for black turn free actions, 7 Eyes will use the ability to look at the thing. So we're looking at the future dome. Gauss rifle debut. So we're looking at somebody with a good point, which we know isn't Jerry. Yes, Blackbeard is good at this. Blackbeard has a 7 point or 7 aim versus the 6 here. He doesn't match anything else, but at least it's better than Jerry. Jerry doesn't match anything. So we will send Blackbeard in there. So that's the free action. Firing. Jerry is firing at nobody. It says Thompson machine gun shoots 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Kit Carson is now out of the way. So he can't shoot anybody. Because Paragonia is here out of sight. So he has no targets. Way to go, Jerry. Way to go. There's nobody else to fire, so we're going to go on to the movement. So once again, Crator is running. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's running back that way. Blackbeard will go into here. Jerry didn't shoot, so he's going to go into here as well. Actually, Jerry will go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can make it. And then 7 Eyes will come out here, and the Panther is going to pounce back onto Kit Carson. That, as you know, I don't think that would have mattered anyway, because the Panther can move first onto Kit Carson, then Kit Carson can no longer do any kind of firing because he's engaged. So it didn't matter in that regard. So it really comes down to these adventuring here. So there is no shooting, there's no melee, there's no op fire. So as the Panther's running down, Kit Carson, I guess, would shoot at it. So Kit Carson, it's his point to the Panther's stealth of 6. It's a 7 to a 6. is attacker better by 1. Attacker better by 1. He's hit the panther. And it is the strength of the pistol is a 8 to the panther's armor of 3. Attacker better by 5 is plus 0, so he's killed the panther. But that was his op-fire shot that he was hoping to use against the Seven Eyes, but couldn't. So the panther's gone, and Seven Eyes is just smiling at him there smugly as he steps out of the dome. So Jerry and Blackbeard. So Blackbeard's taking first crack at that future dome. So we know that it's this one. We know that it's Blackbeard's going first, and it's his 7 versus the 6. His attacker better by 1. And he's failed. It's all up to you, Jerry. Can Jerry do this? Jerry's been missing everybody so far with his guns. He's been so looking forward to shooting somebody, and he can't even hit anybody. So now it comes down to Jerry. Jerry's the last chance here for the team. He's got a 4 to a 6. Doesn't match the age, doesn't match the symbols. So defender better by 2. Defender better by 2. That's weird. That goes backwards like that. But well, that's what it is. Defender better by 2. Jerry's done it. Jerry has done it. And that has won the game for Team Black. So in recap, Team Black has the Lith tributes. They have the future dome, the future labyrinth, and the colonial labyrinth for a total of 3 points. Team White has the combat, and they have the base point for a total of 2 points. The modern dome has no tokens. The ancient labyrinth has 1 token each, so they count for nobody. So Black wins by a score of 3-2. That was a really exciting ending. Could have gone either way there at the end. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please remember to hit like and subscribe down below. And if you have ideas for other games you might like to see battle reports on, or other content you might like to see on the channel, please do leave me a message in the comment section below. Do love to hear from the viewers, as it helps to me to give you relevant content that you actually want to see. And that is going to wrap it up for this battle report of Duel of Ages, all 12 turns. Until next time, I'm Craig Thompson Wood, your host on Teaching with Board Games, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school with